Hi Gemini, this is your 2017 forecast with astrologykiki, and we're going to start off talking about Jupiter. And Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion, and it will spend most of the year into October in your fifth house. Fifth house is a fun, wonderful place for Jupiter to be. It is the house of fun and children and romance and sports, creativity. So you may find an expansion of, and Jupiter has been here in 2016 and it'll continue to be there through 2017. So you may have been experiencing and will experience an expansion of fun and dating and partying and maybe more children in your life, whether it's yours or dating someone that has children, or the children are, there's an expansion of that influence in your life. Not for everyone. It could be with regards to dating, but it could be that scenario. Or more creativity. Maybe you're in a job or you have a business where creativity is a big thing. This has been a focus for you, and it's sort of a natural expansion in that area. It will move in October. Jupiter will move into your sixth house, which is a house of it's like your work environment. Also could have to do with health and or daily duties and productivity, getting things done. So you should see an expansion of being very productive and taking care of your day-to-day activities, and there may be job opportunities for you in this area. People recognizing what you're doing, and there being, people wanting you to come in and work with them. Or maybe you're increased your health routine and what you do, or it's a bigger part of your life. Now, Saturn is also going to be transiting at the end of the year from your 7th to your 8th house. So it'll spend most of the year, as it has been, in your 7th house. And Saturn is the planet of constriction, kind of gives you some hard lessons to learn, and it's not always the easiest planet to deal with, but it has been in your 7th house of, and will be for most of the year 2017, in your house of partnerships, whether they're business partnerships or marriage partnerships, someone that you've been dating for a long time, a very serious relationship. And Saturn can give you some pretty harsh lessons. There are some obstacles in your way, and there may have been divorces or breakups, or maybe issues involving a business partner, or a relationship within your career with people that you work with. There have been some sort of challenges there, and Saturn just wants you to work through those challenges and learn lessons that will help you through once you get out of that transit, and you should be rewarded in some way. So when it'll transit into your 8th house in December, and your 8th house is another challenging place for Saturn to be. Now, when if Saturn isn't like a constant threat, there are times when you're going to have those hard aspects that'll teach you those lessons. But in general, everything's, it's not like this is going to rule your day-to-day life, as Saturn's been in your 7th house for a while. So you should know how that's affected you. And but when it goes into your 8th house, this is a little bit of a harsh place for Saturn to be. 8th house is emotional. It's sort of some deep-seated emotional subconscious issues, like it's just, it can involve, like, even on a sexual level, sort of deep manipulative sex, not your like fun playful stuff that would be in your 5th house. It can be things that go on in your dreams, subconscious, have to think things pertaining to death, so inheritance, joint finances that come in through maybe through other people's monies or a house. You would have joint finances with a bank and a mortgage, things like that. And so when it's in this area, it can teach you some lessons with regards to those. And you want to be very careful when Saturn is in a money house, a finance house, because Saturn wants you to be cautious and responsible. And so do that. Be cautious and responsible when it comes to money and other people's money and dealings that you get into. But it can delay insurance matters. It can delay inheritance matters. It can just throw some challenges your direction. And then the North Node. The North Node is going to be what makes you feel productive and useful and like you have personal growth going on and personal success. If you participate in certain activities or thinking. And so the North Node will be in your 8th house into May, going into May. And with your North Node in your 8th house, your focus will be on handling maybe your finances with partners, or inheritance. It could also mean that you have a stronger intimate bond with your partner and you enjoy these are the things that are going to make you feel productive, is you strengthening that bond with your partner, or you handling issues with inheritance or partner finances. These are things that make you feel productive and more successful moving forward. Then in May through the end of the year, the focus is going to change a bit to just relating to partners, very deep-seated partners, like your marriage partner or your someone very close to you, and or a business partner. These are going to be things that you enjoy doing and they make you feel better, going out and really doing stuff for your partner. Now, the eclipse series in 2017 is going to be focused around your 9th and your 3rd houses, and the eclipses will take place in February and August. And you will see, or you could see, depending on your natal chart and how it relates to the eclipses, you could see some changes, drastic changes with regards to travel. That would be a big one with both the 9th and the 3rd house. Near travel, far travel, foreigners, going abroad. So you may see some changes there with court cases, with siblings, with communication, marketing, advertising, writing, transportation, school, higher education, anything along those lines. And again, depending on the rest of your natal chart, if you want to know more about that, just go to my website. But there's it could be relating to a whole number of things in these areas, and you could see some drastic changes depending on whether you will be impacted by these eclipses, but they are February and August. Now, there's also a super rare trine going on, and the reason why it's rare is because these planets are very slow moving planets, and this doesn't happen very often, but it will happen 3 times within a year. And a trine is a positive aspect, it's harmonious, and it will be between Saturn and Uranus. Uranus is very unstable, lots of surprises. Saturn is very stable, and will probably have a stabilizing effect on whatever kind of craziness Uranus is going to throw in your direction. But this trine will happen 3 times, like I mentioned, twice in 2017. So once at the end in December, at the end of 2016, and once in the middle of May, and another time at the end in the middle of August. So these are trines that should be very productive, very harmonious, a positive light shining between your 7th and 11th houses. And whatever happens, have a look at whatever happens at the end of in the last week of 2016. And that may give you a link or some kind of idea of what could happen in May and August. The 7th and 11th houses are in regards to partnerships, marriage, business partnerships, and networking, and organizations, groups, acquaintances, you getting out there. So there's some kind of link there, very harmonious link, and very opportune and positive link between your networking, your giving back, your organizations and committees that you belong to, your even personal gains, and then this partnership that you have. So have a look. Again, like I said, December, May, and August, you should have a pretty good idea as to how that trine will affect you. Thank you.